Welcome to this Photoshop CC Lunch Crunch. And what we're going to do here is we're going to create a stylized image from this image. Now you can use any image you like. I'm just going to use this weird face corrected one. It's the one I'm using for these tutorials. So let's just double click this, open it up in Photoshop. First thing we're going to do is double click the layer and call it original, just to keep an original copy of our image. Now I was working in a non-destructive way, so I'll try and keep the images as clean as possible in some respects. Now with this course we are working quite destructively because we're going to use threshold. So what I need you to do is I need you to click this and click duplicate layer. Okay, now you can press Ctrl J, that duplicates, and we're going to call this fresh one. Yeah, and I'm going to duplicate this by pressing the Control, holding the Control key, pressing J, and then I'm going to do it again and again. And I'm just going to leave these the way they're actually. I'm going to call that fresh one. That's fresh one. Double click that. Fresh 2. Double click that. Fresh 3. Okay, let's turn these off now and just concentrate on this fresh one. Now what I want you to do is go up to File, then we're going to choose come into Image, come to Adjustments, and go down to Threshold. Now this will turn this into a black and white image, which is very stylized. What we're going to do, by sliding it this way, this hits all the darker areas, and as we go forwards it opens up more color. So as you go through it until you get to here where the whole thing would be black. So what we're going to do is we're going to start quite gently. We're just going to put this in here. Okay, so that's quite nice. Click Save. We're going to do exactly the same for the next one, but we're going to go a little bit further this time. So we're going to go back into Threshold again, and this time we're going to bring it to probably about there. That's going to be good. Trying to do even spaces depending on how many thresholds I've got. And I'm going to click this one as well. So once again we're going to go into Threshold, and that's about right. That's quite nice. Trying to hang on where all the detail is. And then finally we're going to go to this one here. So we're going to go into Image, and we're going to go back down to Threshold, and we're going to do it quite a lot. Probably that's nice because I've got a nice lot of black in there. Click OK. Right, so if we go through the layers, you can see as we go through we've got more and more details sort of coming through. So what I want to do is lay these on top of each other. Now this is the darkest area, so I'm going to work from light to dark, so I need to swap these layers around. I need to bring this layer down the bottom, okay, then I need to fresh 2 on top of that, and I'm left hand mouse and dragging. So we're going to start with this one, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually apply a color to this. Okay, so we've got a color and we're going to build the color up to create our stylized effect. But what we also need to do is get rid of the white area. So I'm going to come down the bottom here, create a new layer, and in that layer I'm just going to drop a dark blue, okay, something like that. So I've clicked in here, double clicked, and I can just go and drag. I'm with this slider up, change the color. I'm just going to pick a dark there. On this layer I'm going to go to the paint bucket tool, just drop it in there. Okay, so with this layer I'm now going to create a mask from this. So what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to invert it, you'll understand what I mean in a second. So I'm going to go up to select all, I'm going to copy it, okay, copy. Then I'm going to come into this, make sure I'm in that layer, I'm going to hit this mask icon down here. Then I'm going to press the Alt key to go into this white mask, and I'm going to paste that in. Okay. Now at the moment, if I come back to here, it's just showing this white, which is not what I want. I want it the other way around. So I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to invert it. Now there's 2 ways of invert it. You can press Ctrl I, which is quicker, or you can go to Image, Adjust, and Invert. Now when I come back there, this will all be black, and this is what I want. So because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into this layer, and I'm going to go to Layer Style, I'm going to go down to Layer Style, and I'm going to go to Color Overlay, and you'll notice now it's red, but if I choose a blue, a lighter blue, something like this, okay, it's now blue. And we're going to do the same with this. We're going to take this color. Okay, we're going to select all, Control A to select all, Control C to copy, create the mask down there, press the Alt key to go in the mask, press the Control V to copy that in there, and you can press Control I to invert. And you come back to here, and we've got this version. We again create a layer, go down to layer style, color overlay. Let's pick a lighter blue, something like that. Click OK. We're going to do the same with this one. So let me do it the old-fashioned way with this one. So what we do is select all, go to edit, copy, yeah. Create a new mask down here. Press the Alt key to go into this layer. Yeah, you can press the Alt key to jump between the two. Press the Alt key, go to edit, go paste. Now we want to invert this. So we're going to go to image, adjustments, invert, jump back to this, go back into the layer options, create a color overlay, bring this more towards the light color, and click OK. And then finally this last one. So I'll go speedy with this one. Control A, Control C, create the mask, press the Alt key, Control V to paste, Control I, jump back to there, go back into the layer, layer style, color overlay, find a nice bright white color, OK, click OK, and there you have it, a stylized image. Now the thing is, we've kind of reversed it round the other way. So in theory, what I need to do is I just need to make these darker. So I can come in here, we can choose a dark color, click OK, okay, click this layer option here, make this slightly darker, okay, click OK, click the color overlay here, make this mid. This actually isn't bad as it was. Click OK, and finally this one here, which is going to be very dark down here somewhere. Click OK, click OK, and there we go. So we got two sort of stylized images out there. Not sure that one works. We can turn them on and off as well, and if you wanted to, you could come in here and you could delete that out. But that's how to create stylized image. Now if I create an adjustment layer at the top, just go up here and we just go to hue, saturation, balance, I could now affect all of these colors in one go by using this layer at the top. So I could go across and I could just change the hue of this really easily to give us this really good look. And of course you could add more. If you've always got your original down here, you can do a duplicate of it. I might want to create a black just for those very high areas. So I'm going to put this at the top, going to go to adjustments, adjustment levels, down to threshold, and I'm going to bring this down real like this, so it's really dark. Yeah, now I can apply that same changes, or because it's darker I can just use a multiply filter. So you got that black there, and I can change this color. Of course I can saturate it more as well. I could lighten the whole thing or darken the whole thing controlled in there. So once you're happy with that image, we can then, let me just set this so it's on a nicer color for us, something like that's quite cool. If you're happy with that image and the way it looks, what you can do now is you can export it out. So I'm just going to save this as, I'm going to come down to here, I'm going to call this threshold style, yeah, click save, save that, and we're done. I'm not saving this original because it's just a demo for you. And there we go, we got our stylized image. So threshold, really good. You can get a lot of really nice effects in there using the threshold control. So I hope you've liked this Photoshop CC Crunch. Welcome to UKOnlineTrainingCentre.com. Now I just wanted to tell you about my website. If you visit my website, you can get a lot of good deals direct from me. So get in the loop and visit UKOnlineTrainingCentre.com, where I'm going to be offering discounts and coupons, latest news and previews, live webinars and podcasts for 2017. So it's a really good way to directly get in touch with me and see the latest goings on all of the courses that I create. Now remember, I also create the monster training courses as well. So UK Online Training Centre is a combination of all of my courses all in one place, and I'm going to be offering loads of new features for 2017. So hopefully you check me out and see what's all going on in the world of UK online training.